crisp November Saturday for Kennesaw State against Monmouth as the Owls' history in the Big South comes to its final chapter here today with a 1 p.m. kickoff, and the winner claims the 2021 Big South Championship.
Yeah! We in this thing, man!
Big day to be great, man. Everything we want is right in front of us. Let's go grab it. Let's go grab it, all right?
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
Snap option out to the right. It's a pitch out to Smith. Blocking the 30. Daylight 35-40 at the numbers in midfield. Snap. Shepard. Keeper to the right side at the 5. Keeps it churning. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Musket feeling the pressure and taken down at the 20. The 40. At the 45, the 50. Here's a foot race. Touchdown. Black and gold. Shepard follows the flock, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, black and gold.
This Kennesaw State defense could easily flip the script and pull the turnover blank out soon.
Pocket collapsing, hit from behind, the ball's out, the ball's out. The Owls point, the Owls recover. Potter to snap, and it's a fake. It comes straight up to Daniels. There he goes, the daylight of the 30, 35-40. Shepard pumps, he throws for Cousin near sideline, caught over the shoulder at the 30. Musket taken down. There he goes at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
I told you it's gonna be on us this year.
Read me, please! I dreamed about this. Night after night, we gonna leave it the right way.
Coach, first of all, I want to say congrats. Complete domination on both sides of the ball for you guys today. What do you think of your team as a whole?
Proud of them. They came out motivated, really played pretty well today. Extremely proud of them. Listen, this football team's been through a lot, and for them to come out and do this today, I don't know how many good words I can say about them. Just extremely proud of them. A great win today. We're Big South Conference champions. We're going to leave the thing the right way, and I'm proud of them.
Yeah, you were asked earlier this week what it meant for this to be the last Big South title that you played for. You said you wanted to go out strong. Do you feel like you did that?
We did. It was our motto whole year. Every Big South game had a little more emphasis than normal, and I think this one, because of the last 2 years, and because of what it meant for our kids and our program to leave this thing the right way, extremely proud of them, and I think we did that.
3 titles in the past 5 seasons. What does this program mean to you?
It's everything. I mean, you know, we started this thing from scratch. Nobody really thought we could do anything. I'm not sure people thought we'd get 11 people on the field at one time, and shoot, look what these kids have done, this staff has done, man. It's unbelievable. I'm proud to be a part of it. It's unbelievable.
Congrats, Coach. Go celebrate with your team. First of all, congratulations. Describe to me what that bench was like when you knew you guys had this game won.
It was unreal, honestly. Everybody's excited. We worked so hard the whole season. Just putting it all together in this one game just feels unreal.
4 rushing touchdowns today. That's your season high. What got into you out there today?
Championship games, big players make big plays in big-time moments. So just try to be there for my teammates. Everybody did their part, offense, defense, special teams. So we just try to put a whole game together.
Going forward, looking ahead into postseason, what's your mindset?
One game at a time, you know. We'll take one day at a time. Just try to get better each and every day.
Congrats.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pittsburgh. Beautiful day for football. Go Owls.
come back and close it out. Farrow, the man in motion. Shepard looking for Hill for the second time today, turns around, makes the grab, and gives Kennesaw State the lead!
Hill again coming up big as we see him running down the sidelines. He's going to the student section, folks. He's going to the student section. Go celebrate with the students that came out today. Big boys make big plays in big games, and that's one right there. He had a defender draped all over him. All over him, and he decided to make a big play anyway. He went out earlier with an injury, Nolan. Earlier with an injury, looked like a shoulder. Probably put it back in place. Kid comes back and makes a huge play to cap off this game. 11 seconds left. Wow.
So the 15-yard penalty against Kennesaw State will be enforced on the kickoff. Robertson for the PAT. 34-30 with 11 seconds to go. Check your heart rate. Hill, second touchdown today, second career score. Muscles it away from Deontay Greer.
That's the second time that Deontay Greer was draped over Hill, and Hill went up and made a play anyway.
4 touchdown passes for Xavier Shepard today.
That's what I was about to go back to.
Has an Owl ever had 4 touchdown passes in a game?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Not only that, what a throw by Shepard. I know, great catch by Hill. Shepard put it to where he could only catch it. I mean, Deontay Greer was boxed out completely from Hill, and Shepard put it perfectly in for him.
Never.
Never.
Xavier Shepard, the first Kennesaw State player with 4 passing touchdowns in a ball game. 34-30. Now hold up. This game is not over yet. 11 seconds left. If we've learned anything, the crazy could happen here as Kennesaw State backs up the kickoff after the 15-yard penalty.
One more! Go Nate! Go Nate! Go T! Good pass back. Smalls! Shoot in the corner! Oh, yes! Take it down right here, T. Not that down, really. Go, Kennesaw. Oh. Flare, T. Flare. Come on, K. Come on, K. I'm with you. Tight curl. Oh. They want a dunk, man. I gotta give him a dunk.
You know, they say Christmas time is the best time of the year. Well, I've got an argument for a close second. March Madness, and it's upon us with the start of the ASUN tournament as Eastern Kentucky visits Kennesaw State. Here's how the tournament bracket shapes up in 2022 with the expanded ASUN Conference, where the winner of tonight's game will take on Jacksonville State on March 3rd. And I think looking at this bracket, especially this year with the results we've seen, it's truly anybody's to win and earn an automatic bid to the big dance. Nolan Alexander joined by Terrence Hill. So glad to have you with us at the Convocation Center. And this marks the last time that Kennesaw State hosted a postseason game was 2004. Fast forward to 2022. One similarity, this man was in the building.
And I tell you what it does is pretty much rejuvenates the community. It gets everyone talking. Everyone is out in the gym. They're just waiting for this moment. And as you mentioned, it's nothing like March Madness. It's just a feeling. It's just something to March that brings out the best in these players.
Well, if this game is anything like the last time these teams met up, we are in for quite a doozy. Eastern Kentucky won in Richmond, Kentucky in 3 overtimes, 82-81 against Kennesaw State in a game that had 17 lead changes and 8 ties.
And I tell you right now, Kennesaw State, they remember that game. And also, Eastern Kentucky, they remember it. Do the things that it took to actually get you the W. But right here today, two good teams really try to pull it out for the victory.
And I think here, Terrence, looking at this one, we have to start out with our wide rate impact players in for Eastern Kentucky. Michael Moreno has been on another level his last 5 games, averaging over 18 points and 6 boards.
And in the game that you mentioned, the triple overtime victory, he had 21 points, tucked away 9 rebounds and 3 assists. Coming off one of his lowest scoring games, the sophomore forward from Georgetown, Kentucky is looking for the trifecta. Having a good performance, bagging a W, and getting the win.
Damon Robinson for Kennesaw State has played very well. Double figures 5 of his last 6.
And he is physically imposing on the block, literally. He's leading the team in block shots, and he's giving you a steady diet of buckets if he pins you down. If the Owls want to continue their march, they will need their big guy to be offensively fruitful first and then march to victory. Get it?
And we are ready for tip-off here from the Convocation Center to begin the 2022 ASUN Tournament. Kennesaw State in white, Eastern Kentucky in maroon.
Hey guys, we're here with Amani Johnson to talk about her experience being a female in athletics and just her time here at KSU. So Amani, thanks for sitting down with us.
No problem, thank you.
So just kind of like, what has your overall experience been with being a woman in sports and in college athletics in general?
So first I'll start before college. I actually played basketball growing up, of course, and I played with all boys. I played soccer with boys, I played basketball with boys. We had 1 or 2 girls on the team, but as we got older, then we started having like separate girls and boys teams, which was good. So then I could play with girls, but I was definitely the only girl on the boys team. So I just feel like I've always been like a little bit different, had different experience because of that. But then coming to college and then only being around girls, and then high school too, that's when I finally stopped playing. I was like, they're kind of too big now and strong. So I just think it's a lot different. I mean, we don't get the same publicity as the guys all the time, and we don't have the same fan base as the guys, even if our record's the same or if our record's better. It's definitely a different experience, I think, than guys have. But I love it. It kind of makes you always feel like the underdog, and who doesn't love the underdog? Yeah. So I enjoy it, and I think it's tougher than guys may have, but girl power. So.
There you go, girl power. How big of an impact did that have playing with the boys? Like before you started with the all girls, how much of an impact was that?
I think it made me tougher, a lot tougher. Yeah. Because I was always like, oh, you guard the girl. No, I don't want to guard her or this. And then I would get the ball and then I would score. And then the parents were like, somebody get the girl. And so I think it made me have tough, thick skin and be tough as a player, because guys are just typically bigger and stronger. And that's not to say that women aren't big and strong too, but I mean there's just a little bit of an imbalance there. So getting bumped around, really having to work like twice as hard, I think it kind of made me who I am as a player. And I'm a small player even for women's basketball, but playing with boys, I kind of gave me that edge. That way when I came and played with all women in sports, then it was just like, well, I'm already used to being small and having to work extra hard, so it kind of just translated over.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's something that we can see on the court. Every time you get on the court, you play really gritty, and so I think that that's something that influenced you coming up. So how do you think that being like a female athlete has impacted other areas of your life since you've been here at KSU? So you're SGA president, like everything like that. How has that had an impact in your life here at KSU?
I think just playing sports in general, and especially like being around a female coaching staff, both our previous coaching staff and our current coaching staff, it really just empowers you, and it specifically has empowered me. And just being put in leadership positions as being a captain, and then having female coaches to look up to and see like they don't take no for an answer. Coach B, Coach Blue, both of them. Right. If they want something, they're going to get it. They're going to go after it, and they don't care. If Coach Amir wants the gym, well, you know what, we have the gym. If Milton says something, well, you know what, we don't care. And it's all love. It's never them versus us or anything, because like we're all a family and athletics department. But it's just always seeing them always say what they want and not back down just because, oh well, we're the girls team, we don't have to do this, or we'll take the PF or something. Like if it's just always standing their ground. I think that has helped me, and that encouraged me to go and be that person on the court and in SGA and SAC and other things that I do. It's just really just having that like strong backbone and kind of getting it from having strong leading coaches.
Yeah. And just kind of the last thing I have is just, where would you like to see women's sports going, and like women in sports, not necessarily like the athletes, but anybody working in sports, and where would you like to see it go forward in the future?
I think just kind of the direction it's going right now with having female coaches in the NBA and female refs, like for NFL games. Like, just because it's a male-dominated sport doesn't mean women can't be involved in it. I mean, there's a lot of male coaches in women's college basketball, so why can't, we coach men, whatever level it is? If you're good and you know what you're talking about, then it should be based on that, not based on, you're a woman or not. So I think that, and then, we want to get paid, the WNBA and even other professional sports like the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team, who's awesome. I hope that we get closer and closer to, closing that pay gap difference. Maybe I'll be someone who's getting paid for playing sports one day. So I would like to see, it be more equal on that background. So that's what I would say for the future of women in sports.
Always remember the little people when you get up there.
Yeah. I'll give back to KSU.
Back here in the combo after that amazing piece, Amani Johnson, National Girls and Women's in Sports Day. See Amani Johnson and Leah Williams. We've seen a lot of women's in sports, especially around Kennesaw State here, Mateen. What's it like to work with so many of these powerful women here around Kennesaw State?
Jordan, I can't tell you how lucky I am to be able to work with such great leaders that take the form of these women. We see right there our COO, Tamika Smith-Jones, someone who really makes things happen in this university. And I can't tell you how lucky we are to have someone like Leah Williams running marketing here. We've seen Amani Johnson, someone who's a SGA president and leader. And these are the people that really make this organization go round, Jordan. I cannot tell you how lucky we are to have people like this, these leaders. And speaking of Sonia Ivashenko, someone who really makes our jobs easier on the communication side and has pumped out so much fresh and beautiful content. We're so lucky to have her and all of these women in our organization.
This is 12 seconds. Kennesaw State needs to get the rebound, and they're going to secure this victory.
They do, with Brandon Stroud in the hands of Chris Youngblood. For the first time on its home floor, Kennesaw State wins in ASUN March Madness. In comeback fashion, the Owls move on to the quarterfinals, 82-73 over Eastern Kentucky.
And I tell you what, EKU, they came out the first half. You saw that they came out hot. Second half, it was a response from Kennesaw State. They made the adjustment they needed to. They started capitalizing on easy basket. EKU couldn't capitalize on everything. Their three-point percentage went down some. But great season for EKU. Kennesaw gets to go on to play Jacksonville State.
Spencer Rogers, our Hungry Howie's player of the game here tonight. 22 points, leads it for Kennesaw State. 6 of 9 from beyond the arc.
And I tell you, man, I just feel it for this guy, and I'm happy for this guy because, again, he has an up and down moments, but for any player like that, for come and have this performance like he did today, Spencer Rogers, player of the game. Great performance for Spencer Rogers.
Owl fans loving it here as their team moves on to the quarterfinals of the ASUN Conference Tournament by defeating Eastern Kentucky in comeback fashion.
Success can never be attributed to simple luck. When you get on the field and every shot's going in, it's not just because you're having a good day. It's because of all the good days you put in at practice, at preparing yourself, at visualizing victory. It's because all that's running through your mind is the unfinished business. It's because you hold yourself and the people around you to a higher standard, the gold standard.
Go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go baby, we bringing out toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die.
a piece. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I done want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest.
Yeah. Soon as I walk through the door. Yeah. I'm in my bag, bag. I just made a bag, bag. I just made a bag, bag of big bag. Yeah, I got a real addiction for this cash, yeah. I got a real ambition for this cash, yeah. 13 years old with a shoebox stash, yeah. I'm always up to something, never sitting on my. This Gizak got my skinny sagging. I told that Gizak with a passion. I told that Gizak with a passion. And I took a whole lot.
New gear.
New house.
Same mindset.
All the early mornings.
The late nights.
The times that you never saw.
We were working. What you saw last year, that was only the beginning. Thinking bigger has led to some big dreams.
And now, we'll make it a reality. Take your mark.
Set.
Woo, woo.